Well, folks, you know what they say. A cat always knows when it's going to rain. And this week, Moggy Mews looks set for a whole bucketful.
Oh, better find some sort of shelter, Duke. We've got to keep our lovely fur dry.
Maybe we could cover ourselves with old newspapers.
Would they keep the water out? Probably end up all mushy.
Why is Alf hanging his washing out on the line? Doesn't he know it's gonna rain?
He probably wants to give it a final rinse. That boy's cracked.
But what Alf doesn't know is wet washing will soon be the least of his worries.
Excuse me, sir. Are you in the pizza business?
That's right.
In that case, I've got exactly what you're looking for. A top-of-the-range, deluxe pizza delivery vehicle, never to be repeated knockdown price.
No, I have a bicycle.
No, bikes are no good, no. In the pizza world, this is the very latest thing.
It doesn't look very new.
Ah, that is because this car has been very carefully aged and weathered, sir. It's trendy to look like this.
Trendy? Oh, I see. It doesn't have a roof.
No, but it does have a hood, sir. A very lovely hood, what you pull up over the top.
Oh, can I have a look?
Of course you can. Did I mention the colours?
No.
It comes in ocean green, panther pink, or this particular model.
Sort of rust-coloured.
Autumn gold, sir. Yes, it's just rust effect, you see. It's made to look rusty.
Why?
To confuse thieves. Make them think it's not worth stealing.
Brilliant. Now, about the roof.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, sir.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to miss out on that, would you? Now, I can do you a fantastic deal if you can give me cash.
Really? How much?
How much you got?
He can't buy that. It's got more holes in it than a Swiss cheese.
If that car's waterproof, I'm an elephant.
Ah, ladies. Just splashed out on a little luxury. Anyone fancy a spin?
A little luxury? Where is it?
What's there?
That? It's a heap of rust.
No. It's made to look like that to confuse the thieves.
It's rust, Alf. It's a complete wreck.
I don't want to be a wet blanket, Alf, but I do think you've been diddled.
And talking of wet blankets, haven't you heard the forecast, Alf? We're in for rain.
Uh-oh, that's the point. You haven't got a garage, and this doesn't seem to have a roof.
Wow, that is where you are wrong, Miss Smarty Pants, because this car has a hood, which you can just pull up over the top if you want to be snug and warm, like this.
You're gonna have to get hold of a very large umbrella.
Splish, splash, now it's starting to rain. If we don't take cover, we'll be washed down the drain.
But I don't have a brolly, and I don't have a Mac.
Should have been a duck so it runs off your back.
Splish, splash, now the water's coming in. Better get some shelter, you'll be soaked to the skin.
Should have had a hat or a pair of welly boots.
I wish I'd been born with a waterproof suit.
Splish, splash, keep the water up, keep the water out. If you don't do something, you'll be right up the spout. Keep the water off, keep the water away.
Keep an umbrella for a rainy day.
Splish, splash, now you're getting really wet.
A polythene jumper would have been a better bet.
What you'd give now for a pair of rubber clogs?
It's hard to stay dry when it's raining cats and dogs.
Splish, splash, keep the water up, keep the water out.
If you don't do something, you'll be right up the spout. Keep the water off, keep the water away. Keep an umbrella for a rainy day.
Cat's eyes.
If you want to find out about waterproofing, where better to come than a fishing port? This is Buckie in northern Scotland, and here everyone's a seagoer in boats of all shapes and sizes. But as I soon discovered, not every boat will keep you dry.
When I came out boating this morning, I never expected to end up on a boat like this. I'm actually on a lifeboat and I've just been rescued.
My lesson in waterproofing had begun earlier in the day. I'd gone for a fun time messing about on the water, and I'd been told my little boat was perfectly safe. But I didn't get far out to sea before things started turning nasty. The engine was the first problem. It just seemed to die on me. But then I noticed something far worse. We were taking in water. And even if I'd found something waterproof to plug the leak with, there was no way I'd stop it in time. I needed help.
Mayday! 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 I'm in trouble! Coast Guard, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Over.
My engine stopped and there's water coming in.
Stay with your boat. I'm calling for the lifeboat. Over.
Thanks. I don't want to cause any trouble, but it's coming in very fast.
Don't panic. They'll be with you in a few minutes. Over.
The Bucky lifeboat crew are on alert 24 hours a day for emergencies like mine. Within just a few minutes of my calling the Coast Guard, they were in their gear and ready to cast off. Lifeboats are designed to keep their crews safe and dry in the most awful conditions. A mild day like today was plain sailing, but I wasn't having it so easy. I was soaking wet, I was really regretting wearing my jeans, and my spirits, like my boat, were sinking fast. What I needed was the gear worn by a lifeboat crew. Thick, waterproof jackets and trousers designed to keep out the sea spray. These crews have to keep dry because they know if you get wet, you get cold. And if you get cold, you can't do your job so well.
For your information, I'll pass you the crew list. We have Captain numbers 2, 3, 5, 6.
On the lifeboat, it was all systems go. The Coast Guard had given them my location, and the coxswain, the captain of the lifeboat, was keeping me informed of their progress.
Don't worry, hang on, we'll be with you in a minute.
Okay, I'll hang on.
They couldn't risk the boat approaching the rocks, so down came the dinghy with special protective dry suits for its crew. In clothes like this, they could even fall overboard and not get wet.
Help! Over here! Help! You're fine, I'm so glad to see you guys. Yes, please. I never want to see that boat again.
I can't tell you how relieved I was to be rescued. All I wanted now were some dry clothes and a little bit of sympathy.
Boy, am I glad to be here. As you can see, I'm fully kitted out in lifeboat gear, which is really warm and dry. I just wish I'd had it earlier when I got into trouble. But I'm safe now, so I'm going to go and check out the lifeboat.
And so that was that, the end of the story. On the way back, the crew filled me in on other rescues they'd been on, and it all made me think how lucky I'd been. Because water may be something we need to survive, but you know, just sometimes, water can be a pretty frightening thing.
You know, things would be a lot simpler if we just had waterproof fare.
Oh, look, Jimmy. Alf's brought that nice man back. You know, the one who sold him the car.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Didn't I mention this exciting feature when we last met? You've just got to think of it as a sunroof.
Well, that's all very well, but that storm's on its way back, and I've got no way of keeping the rain out of my car. Oh, no!
More rain. Alf's car's already taken a pounding. It needs waterproofing, and fast.
Oh, dear, you are in a pickle, aren't you? Not to worry, though. I've got something here you can cover the frame with.
Oh, thank heavens for that. What is it?
Deck curtains. Yours for only a £5.
Great, there you go. Oh, it's no good. The water's getting through this stuff.
Oh, I see. You wanted some material with animals in it. You should have said. I've got just the very thing.
What's that?
Finest quality silk. Not many owns in that, sir. A slipper, only £25.
Give us it here. No, the water's still getting through. Look, you don't seem to understand. I need something that'll make it waterproof.
Waterproof? Of course, no problem. How about Rain Stop Wax? Simply rub it in and hey presto. And it'll only cost you...
Give us it here.
Oi!
Katie, we've got to do something.
I'm worried about Alf.
Exactly. The boy may be a fool, but he's our fool.
But what can we do?
I have a plan. And to carry out that plan, I need a bucket.
A bucket?
A bucket.
Wake up, Duke. The rain stopped.
Hmm? Oh, you've woken me up to tell me that?
No, it's Alf. I think you should come and take a look.
I hope you managed to solve Alf's problem for him. He'll get soaked in that car in this weather.
Yes. I think you'll find I've solved the problem. Your friend's completely sorted out now. He'll be able to drive the car and not worry about the water at all.
You sure I'll be able to use the pedals with these flippers on?
Perfectly.
Excuse me, my good man. Would you mind awfully if I showed my friend Katie your umbrella for a moment?
Show my umbrella?
Yes, she's a keen umbrella collector, you see. It'd make her ever so happy. Katie?
What are you doing? I'm completely soaked.
Now you know how Alf feels. Serves you right. Katie, I think you've missed a bit.
Certainly, Janet. Poor Alf.
Poor Alf, indeed. They deserve each other.
So what do you suppose Alf's got to show for spending all that money?
Bruises. By the time they get all that waterproofing gear off him, they'll be black and blue.
Or possibly autumn gold.
I know I'll be feeling a bit ocean green.
Or...
Panther pink!
Splish splash, now it's starting to rain. If we don't take cover, we'll be washed down the drain.
But I don't have a brolly and I don't have a Mac.
Should have been a duck so it runs off your back.
Splish splash, now the water's coming in. Better get some shelter, you'll be soaked to the skin.
Should have had a hat or pair of welly boots.
I wish I'd been born with a waterproof suit.
Splish splash, keep the water up, keep the water out. If you don't